Hey, welcome back, Rotary Swing golfers. I'm your instructor, Chris Tyler, and this week we are going to have a little fun breaking down presidential candidate Donald Trump's golf swing. We're going to be doing a thorough analysis on his golf swing, and we're also going to be having a really fun contest to see who can do the best impersonation of his golf swing from beginning to end. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so as the presidential race starts to heat up here in the United States, I figured it was time for us to have a little fun here and do a thorough analysis of Donald Trump, who's a big golf nut himself. And so I just wanted to spend some time going through some of the goods and some of the bads in his golf swing. So, and also relate some of the videos that could potentially help him fix some of the faults that he has. And hopefully he'll be able to continue to play this game for a long period of time and become a much more efficient player and also be able to protect his body. That's the big name of the game, is making sure that we swing as safely as possible. And also, I did want to let you know that we are going to have a pretty fun contest here worldwide where we're going to be asking you golfers at home to do your best impersonation of his golf swing and send it to us. So at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and give you the details on how to do that and how to get involved with the contest. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and take a look at things here. I'm going to mark his angle of his spine here, and then we're also going to mark an elbow plane line here from the address position. This is up from the hosel of the golf club through the base of the elbow. We're going to focus on the plane line more for the takeaway and the backswing. The camera angle does shift a little bit, so we won't use it as much in the downswing, but what you're going to see here is as he starts the club back, okay, you can see that the club head gets a little bit flattened in behind his body. Now, why does this happen? Well, this is typically from the lead arm really starting to push across your center. So when the lead arm starts to push, that's when you start to see this trail arm break very quickly. So you can see that the right arm is breaking very quickly. That's going to collapse the width in his golf swing and make it very hard for him to make a good size full turn. So if you watch from this particular position, he actually recovers really well. Let me go ahead and remove some of these lines for us. Let's go ahead and mark that spine angle again. So we're going to use that more to the top of the swing. So there's the angle to the spine. The goal is that we want our shoulders to rotate perpendicular to our spine. So here we are at the top of the swing. You can see that his shoulders have turned pretty level to the ground. Now this is a byproduct of how the golf club started back. When we start to push the club back very early with the arms, that typically, when you start to create a lot of momentum and a lot of inertia around your body, that can start to pull you up and out of your spine angle, especially with as deep as his hands have ended up here. But you can see that even with this being a little bit of a deep and flat position, that he's done a good job of recovering and getting the golf club really almost dead on plane here. So congratulations to him for that move. He's got some good lower body stability, so there's definitely some good stuff going on here. So now let's talk about the downswing stuff here. This is where, when we see a lot of amateur golfers typically get a little bit flat and a little bit deep, we tend to see them start to push the club back out in front. Now with players that have played at a higher level or have played this game for a longer period of time, the recovery move is to typically really start to rotate your body very, very hard. So you can see that that's what he's going to do here. He's using his lower half to start to drive. He's spinning his body open. And here we are down in the hitting area where he's got his right heel pretty well off the ground. He's got his chest facing more out towards the target. And that was the way that he's going to have to recover from that position. So he's going to, in turn, what happens here when you spin your body open just a little bit, that can actually shorten your radius. So you can see how the arms are pretty close to the body here. You can also see that this could potentially make the release a little bit on the late side. But he does a fantastic job from this particular junction of the golf swing. Let me go ahead and remove some of these lines so you can watch the way he releases the club from this position. So let's go ahead and watch here. So you can see that he's really firing that release, keeping the right foot pretty quiet. And he's got some great extension. So that's pretty awesome stuff there. Pretty impressive to be able to get the golf club that flat and inside and get it on plane and then go ahead and get the body to stall out pretty quickly so he can release it in time. And he's still making tons of club head speed. So congratulations to him for that. So just a few things and a few videos we'd like to see him work on here before we get into the contest stuff. We'd like to see him work on trying to maintain his spine angle. So 5 minutes to a master rotation would be a good video for him. Also, the bucket drill would help him drastically with the takeaway stuff. So if he's gotten the club going back flat and inside and hasn't really had a good solution, then we would suggest doing several reps of the bucket drill. And then also keeping the right arm straight to turn would be another fantastic video for him to be able to create more rotation, create a little bit more width early on in the swing that he can use for more efficient speed on the way down. And then as far as the downswing stuff, we would say pretty much keep everything else the same except for working on the roll of the right foot. That way you can start to get your body to stall out a little bit sooner. You don't have to spin your body open as much. But in turn, we would still like to fix the stuff earlier on in your golf swing, and that way you don't have to use as much body rotation, which can typically be a little bit more shear force on your spine. So that's going to be our analysis of Donald Trump. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contest details now. Okay guys, so now that you've seen that breakdown of Donald Trump's golf swing, I want to go ahead and introduce a contest that we're going to be hosting at RotarySwing.com worldwide. And it's going to take place from now until the end of February 20th. And all you need to do to enter the contest is just submit a video of you impersonating Donald Trump's golf swing. We're going to give away some great prizes at the end of this contest, and we'll even host your video on our website or on our channel as well. So if you want to participate in this video, what I want you to do is go ahead and tweet it out to me at Chris Tyler Golf and use the hashtag trumpmyswing. Okay, this information is going to be in the description below. You can also send it to us over on Facebook. Use the same hashtag over there as well. Now, let's get out there, let's have some fun, let's keep it clean, and let's see who the best impersonation of Donald Trump's golf swing will prevail.